welcome back to my channel. No face video today. I didn't feel like getting, all dressed and brushed through my hair, so you get to see all of my whips today because today is going to be a whip parade. So this is my YouTube channel, This Little Kitten Stitches, and it is a little bit of a late whip parade video, but just haven't had the chance to start recording. So let's just get right into the whip parade. Okay, so first let's start with a FFO. I just finished this one last month to free up a hoop because I wanted to do a new start. On impulse, of course. So here is Potions and Pages by Haunted Frames. I just framed this in a hoop. It looks great from the front, held together with scotch tape on the back, but it works. And if I ever want to change my hoop or the frame, I can do that because it's not permanently in. Someday I might want to learn how to do like the really fancy like stitching backing, but I can't be bothered at the moment. So now let's just get into all my whips. Alrighty, let's get to the first whip, which happens to be a new start. And this is called I'm This Old by the Stitch Traveler on Etsy. And I don't know if you can see, but this is on a 16 count, like a sparkle Ada that I won in a YouTube contest. And I am doing it 2/1 full cross, and I started this July 1st. And for all my whips, I will do a picture of the final cross stitch up in one corner, and if I have a picture of where we left off, I will leave that in the left corner. So yeah, this one, I did this one completely on impulse, and trying to stick to my one project, one hoop rule. I rushed through doing Potions and Pages to get that finished so that I would have a hoop for this one, and you'll see soon how that I did an epic fail on that part. But this is how far I got on this one, and I am loving it so far. Next, I have Jack Skellington, and he is done. There we go. So this is a pattern by So-Called Stitches on Etsy, and I started these in January. So I still got to do the fill-in on the white, and he's almost done. This is just 14 count Ada, just as like a cream color with DMC floss, 3/1 full cross. And I did, how many stitches did I do this month? He got 83 stitches this month. So, I mean, there's only a little over 1,000 stitches in, so he's not too hard to do, but we'll get him done. We have another new start. Yes, as I mentioned, I have broken my one hoop, one project rule. And this one is the Arctic Fox by NeedleLotDesigns. This is her new pattern. And I just couldn't help myself. I don't know what it is about foxes, but I love foxes. So this is a 16 count printed Ada that I got in a YouTube giveaway. And I'm just doing 2/1 full cross. And I started this one July 15th. And I've only done 500 stitches on it. I mean, it doesn't look like 500 stitches, but it certainly is. Whoops, I've been holding it the wrong direction this entire time. But there is Arctic Fox, and I'm really happy with this one. Next, I have 2 dogs, 1 cat, and I have done 724 stitches on this guy this month. I worked on this one during midsummer with the midsummer conference, so I got a lot of fill in here. So this one is by Happy Little Mouse on Etsy, and I started April 20th. This is just 18 count, 2/1 full cross. And just remember, I'll list all the links to patterns down below in the description box. And as you can see, this one doesn't have a hoop anymore because I decided I hate Q-snaps, so I'm just sharing nerd hoops now because they're not as hard to switch back and forth. So yeah, I've broken the one hoop, one project rule, but oh well. Oh, my third and final new project this month is this one. This is the Stitcher's Grimoire by Haunted Frames. And this is on an 18 count fabric, which I hand dyed myself. I went for kind of like, I wanted to go for like an orange grungy gray look. And I started this one July 24th. And I have done 394 stitches on this one. I don't know why, but I just thought it would be a bigger project, which I'm not angry about. That it's a decent sized project, but for some reason the picture just looks bigger than it actually is. But yeah, I'm happy to have another like witchy style project to work on. Just sometimes you just feel in the moods for something spooky. So this one. All right, next. This one's sharing a project bag and a hoop with Haunted Cat. So let's see if we can see her there. And Haunted Store I only did 163 stitches on this one this month. I do want to work on this one a bit more, but this one is from Cross Stitch Curiosity on Etsy, and I started this one in October 2023, and it is a 20 count 2 over 1/10 stitch, and it's just on an easy grid fabric. Yeah, so that's still a good one. Okay, one of my biggest projects. Ta-da! My Final Fantasy. Let's get a close-up here. As you can kind of see, even though he's under the hoop cloud, is complete. And now I am working on Aerith. Yeah, this is just an 18 count fabric that I dyed a very pale blue. I didn't want it white, but I thought the pale blue would work very well. And I self-graded this fabric. It's a bit hard to tell you how many stitches total because I'm doing individual sprites on this fabric. But so for Aerith, I have 211 stitches on her. And the patterns, so far I have purchased from Needle Minder Layer on Etsy. And then of course the Final Fantasy, I did that one myself. Awesome. And I started this one June 1st, 2024, and it's 2 over 1 full cross. Awesome. I'm really happy about this one. Next I have is Great White Christmas. This one has got in 756 stitches this month, and I did a lot of that during the Midsummer Stitch as fill-in. And this pattern is on an 18 count white Ada from Michaels, 2 over 1 full cross, and the pattern's from Boomerang Stitches. And if you didn't know, that's actually one of the girls from the Hathaway Stitchers YouTube channel, which I just learned that weirdly. I bought the pattern before I even knew about the Hathaway Stitchers, so yeah, I thought that was really funny. And the thread is also, I'm using a hand-dyed variegated thread from Rolanda, which I purchased on Etsy. Which it's, I don't know if you can see, it's a very slight variegation, which is what I wanted. Because I also didn't want to have to like worry about which direction I go in, so it's kind of just random. But it's not so jarring if like the colors were like it was super variegated. Then it would, you would notice it was going up or down or left or right. So yeah, so really fun, this one. Next is Doggy Juice Shop. And Doggy Juice Shop was Whip Go Gold this month, which I did. This one pattern is from Samina Stitch on Etsy, and I started this October 2023. And this is an 18 count Ada that I just dyed myself, and it's 2 over 1 full cross. And I got 389 stitches on this one this month. I mostly just worked in this area because I kind of want to get this area completed and then go back over to here. Okay, so here we have my HP library, or I should say Harry Potter library, and I only did 144 stitches on her this month. This one is a pattern by Crafty Ninja Digital, and the actual name of the pattern is Girl Wizard in the Library, but I just call it HP Library. And I started this one June 3rd, and it is a 2/1 full cross on just a white Aida from Michaels. If you notice the theme, I'm kind of cheap, so I just go to Michaels. It's easiest for me to get plain fabric there. Yeah, so I didn't do too much on her, but I eventually get back into it. Too many whips. You can't touch everyone as much as I would like. So I'm hoping to get my whips down this year, so try to get down to as many hoops as I have, but I literally already have a wish list of projects I want to start. Moving on, next I have my other Harry Potter project, which doesn't have a hoop, so you can kind of see the full projectness this time. Let's see. Okay, and the pattern is Mia X Stitch, and I started this December 2023, and this is just a 14 count white Aida, and it's 3/1 full cross. And I did 0 stitches on her this month. So I think I'm over 50% done on her, not including the back stitch. So I'm trying to work on this one more, but it's a bit boring when you're just working constantly with a bunch of greens, black, and yellow. So, but I'll try to get this one finished sooner rather than later. Here is Gamer Girl. Yeah, not too exciting. I didn't do any stitching on her this month. I find stitching to me should be relaxing, and on a 10 stitch on a 22 count, I believe, and it just being a very heavy confetti project and a large project, it's not very relaxing. But, you know, I'm still going to keep her out for a while and just see if I can get into her, or if she just gets called in WIPGO, and we'll do her more. Ooh, where is she on my list? Well, I actually don't have her on my whip list, so I can't tell you much information other than this is a hand-dyed fabric, 2/1 10 stitch. Yeah, so maybe I'll get back into that one. I very nearly forgot these last 2 whips as I had them packed away for some travel. So this is the Book of Lost Keys by Haunted Frames, and this is just on a 14 count Aida that I hand-dyed myself, a very like pale splotchy purple. Yeah, so I did 71 stitches this month, not too much, as again, I was mostly getting most of my work done on it as like my work whip, but I've switched my work whip to my other whip that I'm about to show you. Which is my Nightmare Before Christmas piece, the Oogie Boogie. These are Christmas gifts, so when I have 4 I have to do, and none of them are like done yet. So yeah, I've decided to make these my work whip, so at least I'm gonna get, you know, half an hour every other day or so done on it. So yeah. And then last but not least is my video game sampler. And I did work on this one a little bit, 144 stitches. I just started the bricks here. This one is from Screaming Heart Design, and it was a fundraiser project. So if you donate to the fundraiser, she emails you the pattern. And I started this December 24th in 2024. And it's just a 14 count 3/1 full cross. Awesome. So that's all of my whips, and actually while I'm doing a whip parade, I thought I would show you guys all of my UFOs. Okay, so here are all my UFOs. So I thought I'd do my newest or most recent UFOs to my oldest one. So these are actually both the same project. This is my mini treasure hunt. The difference is the counts of fabric. I started originally I actually started a mini treasure hunt on my 20 count easy grid, but I can't remember why, but I didn't like it. And then I thought I'll try a 25 count. I believe this is a 25 count. And either a 25 count or 22 count. But I just found it was just too tight, the stitches. Even though it's 2/1 10th stitch, they were just way too tight and I didn't like it. So I kind of, for whatever reason, went back to a 20 count fabric. So, which I did. I enjoyed the 2/1 tent stitch on the fabric itself, but what I'm not liking is that it's so confetti heavy, and it was just getting annoying. And plus, I mean, I've started it. Like, I think I had another one I started, and I don't know where that one is. And so I just decided, you know, I have Gamer Girl, I have Pokemon, and those are really large projects that I just set aside working on my mini treasure hunt. Maybe I'll go back to it, maybe I won't. We'll just see where the future takes us, but I still have it. And yeah, so there's mini treasure hunt. Both times in the progress I've made. Not too much. Next I have, I can't remember off the top of my head what this one's called, but it was just one I started when I was traveling a couple years ago, and I just didn't get into it. I still have the pattern. I'll probably go back to it. I'll post a picture or something of what the final product is, but I probably start on a different fabric that honestly I'll grid. Even though it's a really fill-in heavy project, I like me grids. So there's that one. So the next one, this is a printed one off of Amazon. This is literally, I think, one of the first cross stitches projects that I bought. Was this printed one, and I've just done the whole top here. I don't know if you can tell up here, it's also done. Like, it was great while I was working on it. I loved it, but I kind of graduated, and I just prefer the more complicated counted cross stitch pieces. I just find there's just more detail, and like this is just so blurry. So I don't think I'll probably never get back into this one, but you know, maybe someday I'll have a niece or somebody who wants to continue it on. So there's no point in throwing it out yet. So yeah, there's that one. And then my last UFO is this Harry Potter crest. I have a picture here. What it's supposed to look like. Honestly, I was just so excited to see that it was a Harry Potter that I bought it, not realizing that it was a Christmas Harry Potter. So there's a bunch of like wreaths and stuff around the outside, and I don't like that. I thought I'll persevere and I'll just work on doing the crest, and I'll finish it that way. But then, I don't know, I just stopped working on it. Like, I'm just gonna work on projects that are easier. Yeah, so that's it for all my whips and all my UFOs and my one FFO this month. I hope you enjoyed this whip parade. I am going to do another floss tube extra just for all like my updates about WhipGo and how Midsummer Stitch went. I'm going to do like a little stitch with me, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit like, subscribe, leave me a little comment. And I'll see you guys next month. Bye!